got so long it look like autumn.
How's it going, people? It's Gatlin here from Carphonics. It's a beautiful Thursday morning. I say that sarcastically because it's snowing outside, and I really didn't think I'd be coming back to this much snow, to be honest with you. So here we are, middle of March, and it's still snowing outside. Kind of tired of it, be completely honest with you. So I wanted to show you something that was kind of neat that I've been really trying to push on customers. And the reason for it is because it just makes things a lot nicer. You probably can't see me right now because it's really dark, but I'm going up the stairs here to show you what it is it's speaker adapters and speaker plugs for cars. It's a new addition to the upstairs here. So here we are. These here are speaker adapter plugs for pretty well every year, make, and model that's out there. And let me explain. So these here will allow us to install speakers using the factory plugs on pretty well any vehicle that's out there. And there's a good reason for it. Aside from hacking off your factory connector, when you invest money on a set of speakers, like let's say you purchased a good set of Morels, let's say, and you spent $500, $600, even upwards of $1,800 on a set of speakers. When you're installing them into a car, oftentimes you actually have to cut off the factory plug and install your own speaker adapters, basically little crimp cap type connectors on the factory leads in order to install the aftermarket speakers, because the factory speaker plug won't work. So and it kind of makes it permanent, right? So when you take a factory speaker that's working and you invest that kind of money in an aftermarket set of speakers, and say you sold the vehicle, you're kind of stuck having to either A, leave your investment in the car, or B, spend more money on another set of aftermarket speakers that aren't as high quality in order to put it back to a state that's still usable if you're planning on selling off the car. So in this case, you can use these speaker adapter plugs, and you can plug the speakers into the factory connectors and then unplug them and put your factory speakers back in the holes. So an investment now of, these are around $20 bucks, $25, depending on the vehicle, and they come in pairs, so you do 2 speakers, and you can save yourself a boatload of money and time. So that's good. And then along with that, we also sell these over here, which are speaker adapters. These are speaker adapters for pretty much every year, make, and model that's out there. And hey, can you guys flick that light on for me again, if you don't mind? There you go. Thanks, Dan. Thank you, sir. And yes, there you go. A little bit of a lighter situation here. This isn't all of the speaker adapters that are available, but they're the most commonly used ones. You got GM over here, you got Chrysler, you got Honda, Toyota, Ford, Hyundai, and these avoid us having to hack up your factory speakers in order to install aftermarket speakers into the factory locations. A lot of times these speaker adapters, they'll click into the factory location, right, and give you the little holes there to mount your aftermarket speaker to. But if you don't have these, you end up having to hack out the factory speaker to use the factory adapter to fit in the factory location. And these will also save your factory speakers. And it makes the install 10 times nicer, and you know that we're all about that here. So just wanted to show you guys that. Quick little something, just so you guys can get a better idea. Some of the stuff we carry up here too. You got some camera step downs. These will allow us to retain your factory backup camera. A lot of factory backup cameras don't use straight 12 volts. They actually use a step down voltage regulator in order to power them up correctly. So they use 6 volts. Got some USBs. These are kind of cool and new. These use a factory location in the dash where you can mount a USB and an auxiliary port. Makes it really nice clean installation. Yeah. So, and another cool thing too is these match speakers here. These match speakers are for like BMWs and Mercedes. and they bolt right into the factory locations. These are the woofers that will go under the seat of a BMW. These are in the doors of a BMW. You can get component sets. So they bolt right into the factory locations. There's no hacking, cutting, that kind of thing. You know, it's all about making it as clean as humanly possible. And that's what we're all about here. So I got some jobs coming in, stuff coming on and out. Craig will be coming here today. We're going to be doing what's called an FM transmitter thing. I'm not quite fully sure how to explain that, but basically when a Japanese car comes to Canada, there's no real way of being able to get Canadian radio signals on the factory radios of Japanese cars, which is, you know, another reason why we, you know, installed all the stuff that we did in this car here. And that one over there has actually got an aftermarket head unit, but it's from Japan as well. So we're going to install this thing, and apparently what it does is it allows us to use the factory Japanese radio, but then somehow allows us to get the Canadian signals on that Japanese radio. So I guess we'll find out. And if it works, I'll post it. If it doesn't, you won't be seeing it. So that's how that goes. And that's pretty much it for now. So I will get back at you very shortly. Just setting up some subwoofers and some boxes, bro.
Subwoofers and boxes, bro.
Subwoofers and boxes, bro. Very nice. Got an assembly line of subwoofers in boxes going on here. Just taking some inventory from upstairs and, you know, collaborating some woofers into boxes, making sure the polarities are correct and the ohmages are working correctly. Huh? Oh. Yeah. Got this battery charging here. We're going to be installing this into a customer's vehicle. A nice AGM absorbent glass mat battery. Very, very nice. This sucker's here on charge. This guy rescheduled because I guess we forgot to tell him about his appointment, unfortunately. So we're gonna do this on Saturday instead. Look at this guy measuring shit up exactly. Yeah, and who says we don't know what the fuck we're doing, eh? Yeah. We're not professionals here. We don't know what we're doing. We just eyeball everything we do here. God. People's kids, eh? Can't help their kids. Can't help their kids. This is shit we gotta order. All right, things are coming along. Yeah, as I was saying, Craig's on his way here. We're gonna do that FM transmitter translator thing, and see how that works out, guys. My face is probably peeling, skin's just flying everywhere, totally gross. I'm sorry about that, but anyhow, we're gonna get this kind of out of the way here in the meantime, and then Craig's gonna pull his Harrier in. That's how you know a screw goes in real good, eh? Go ahead and do that again. You hear that sound? That's the sound you want to hear, boys. It's a good sound. Toy. It's toy like a toy guy. So it looks like Davian has picked up one of these awesome motorcycle lifts right here. It'd be nice to have. It operates off of air. We work on a lot of bikes in the summertime, so this will be really, really, really nice to have. All right, guys. So let me show you what I'm talking about here. Craig's gonna pull in quick. It's a Toyota Harrier. Basically like the Lexus RX version in Canada, but it's a Japanese version here. So I'm gonna close this door. See, Toyota 3.04 Harrier. Kind of a neat vehicle. So we're just gonna open the doors here. Oh, those JDM folding mirrors, eh? Kind of neat. All right, so turn the car on here because I need to show them what I'm talking about when it comes to like the radio frequencies and how this is all gonna kind of operate here. So Craig's gonna turn the radio on, and you know, there's an AM/FM button, right? So you press AM/FM, right, and it goes from like, what is the frequency band that it goes from?
76.
Goes from 76 to
90.
91, I think. 91.2. So it doesn't really translate to any radio stations that are in Canada. So this module that he's got is going to apparently help us. I've seen these things online a long time ago. I told Craig about it and he ordered one, so we're going to install this thing. This thing is going to allow us to get all of the frequency bands that are in Canada. So we're going to get started on taking this radio out.
It goes up to 90.
It goes up to 90, yeah. So that's all it goes up to. So we're gonna take the radio out.
Look at this. This is neat.
Install.
The clock is geo-synced, so it never goes wrong. You never have to adjust it, but it's geo-synced to Japan time.
Oh.
By satellite. It uses
really?
nav. Yep.
That is crazy.
Yeah.
So it uses navigation from Japan to sync the time. Is the time there the same as it is here?
No.
No.
They're 2:22. We're 1:22.
Yeah, we're 1:22.
2:22 in the morning. We're 1:22 in the afternoon.
Oh, that's crazy, eh? So yeah, as you can see, it just keeps scrolling through. It doesn't find anything here in Canada. So we're gonna install this thing, start taking apart the radio, and we'll go from there, guys. So this is what it is, guys. Just a really basic little thing here. So we're gonna unbox this. And all this is just, it says it's an FM changing frequency, in and out. Should be interesting. It's only got 2 power wires on it. Let's see what the instructions say. It's probably all in Japanese. No, it's semi-English. We'll see how legible this is. This is the antenna, which can reduce FM 88 to 108 M frequencies. All channel antenna, special designed for the lower frequency of foreign auto acoustic. For example, the Toyota Japanese car cannot receive inside channel. After adding this antenna, it can receive very clearly. So anyways, I mean, their translation is complete bullshit, but the idea is that we're basically just going to try to get this thing to go from 76 FM all the way up to 108, which it will then allow us to get pretty much all the channels in Canada. So power, ground, and we plug it in. So fingers crossed, boys. Let's see if this works. Just a quick little demo of those woofers working. Holy, those things slam. Okay, so got those 10 mils removed and the whole bezel shall shift forward. We're gonna grab a microfiber towel to put around the shift knob just to protect it from any damage as he pulls it out. Just around there. And there's going to be a whack load of connectors in the back of this thing, as you can see. There's lots, so we'll get back at you in a minute here. All right, so the radio has been removed. All the multi-connectors have been removed off the back of the radio. As you can see, there's a whole whack load of them there. And the connections we're interested in is the FM radio antenna. You'll see that there's a smaller one here. These are typically used on vehicles to switch AM and FM antennas, because oftentimes they'll use antennas that are in the back windshields of these things. I'm not sure if you guys can see those lines here in the back, but these are likely going to be for AM, and then you got your FM there up on the roof. So that being said, all we need to do is grab that FM transmitter or frequency changer and wire it into switched power off of the radio harness and ground, and then also just plug it into this and piggyback her, and we'll give her a whirl, guys. Our good old power probe here is going to help us determine what our connections are going to be, and we just got that connected to the battery there underneath the hood. You got power and ground, and we can either apply power or apply ground, which this thing will also let us know what ground is on that harness. So Craig's going to take the camera here and point it at the harness. So we need to determine what is actually ground. So that's a solid ground, and that is nothing. So turn the key on, and nothing, and nothing, nothing, nothing. 4.3, we need more than that. Nothing. 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 That's interesting. Nothing. Am I missing one here? I must be. That's 4.6. That's weird. That goes to nothing. That goes to nothing. That's our ground. Must be 2 radio harnesses that provide power.
That could be an out to the amp.
Yeah, but we need switch power, right? Let's see. No, that's not it. No. Okay. Well, so we're not getting any switch power up here. Is it being turned on through data? I don't know. Maybe that's what that 4.3 voltage is. Nothing. Nothing. That's really weird. 0, 0. That's our ground. 4.6 volts. Okay, so it must be getting turned on through data. That's very interesting. I wonder if we're even able to find switch power up here. Let's try at our cigarette lighter adapter. Let's see if we're getting switched there. So we're getting 12 volt or 11.9. Turn the key off. And it's a constant 12, so that's not good. We're gonna have to cut this video out and see if we can find switch. So as luck would have it, there's already from the factory, well, I wouldn't say from the factory, but these cars usually come with those talking Japanese toll boxes, and there was already some wiring underneath here that they soldered to the actual fuse. Can't say that was a bad decision. They did a pretty decent job about it. So as fate would have it, there's already a switch power underneath the dash that's already kind of predetermined, so we're just gonna put our switch power onto there and then hook up a ground and test it out. Get the action shot of the solderation, boys. Very good. Yep. Okay, right. So apparently we're all wired up here, boys. We're gonna now take the radio and install it. Oh, need to just get the shifter knob down a little bit. One-hander. Right, there we go. Okay. So easy to make all the connections here, and we're gonna give it a whirl, boys. Okay, so you guys are seeing it live as we're seeing it. AM, FM. Oh, it seems to be working. Wow, it's finding all the stations, I think.
And deserved.
Wow!
Holy crap.
That works!
That's neat.
It doesn't display it on the radio, but it does work.
What did it say that was?
Hard FM.
I don't know what channel that is.
I think it's
Hard?
It's Woodstock.
Is it gonna actually scan? No, it's not scanning properly. It's just going to its old channels. So I need to figure out how to make it scan. Bay FM, it's actually saying there's something there. No.
Oh,
I gotta figure out how to make this thing scan.
cool. Okay, so that worked.
Okay, so the reason we did this, we should explain.
Yes, let's explain.
This isn't a DIN size. Also, it has the climate controls here, like in the actual OE head unit. Also, when we've tried to change these Harrier stereos in the past, we lose the JBL amp system, which is way under here.
Yeah, we have to bypass that.
By doing this, we're keeping the JBL amp system, we're keeping the original head unit, and we're not using one of those crappy aftermarket DIN placements that actually completely interfere with the shifter.
Yeah, they did last time we did one, yeah. So it looks like it's working.
So I can buy those for a couple bucks a unit. It's doing its like original pre-programmed stuff. It's not properly scanning.
It is.
Is it?
Yeah, you're getting all the stations, buddy. NAC 5.
Several different eating disorders during
That's CBC.
Years.
Keep it there.
It started off with bulimia and then it morphed.
Yeah.
I thought that was FM Tokyo. That 80?
Look at that.
That's Tokyo. FM Tokyo.
That's hilarious. So this actually works. So you can preset the stations on here like you would for Canada. It's just gonna be a different frequency band.
Well, it's being tricked into thinking that that's its frequency right now.
Right.
That's gonna be radio too.
And a bonus gift up to $1. It's the definition of a sale.
Okay, guys, so You saw it just as well as I did. It works. A little weird, but it works, and that's great. So this is going to save Craig a lot of time and a lot of money on some of the more rare JDM vehicles that he imports. Of course, some of the cars and customers are still going to want to do aftermarket radios because you can get a little bit more features out of it, like USB iPod control, Bluetooth hands-free, that kind of thing. But for basic radio control, so you have some kind of form of music in there other than a CD player, that's great, and it keeps the factory radio in place. So that's our video for the day, guys. You guys saw it here first. It works. That's excellent, and I really appreciate you guys watching. If you're not a subscriber, I hope you could consider subscribing. That'd be really great. And you can like the crap out of the video, and you can also maybe press that little bell thing that's over here, and you'll get notifications when I post videos every day. So I appreciate you guys watching, and Carphonics signing out. Have a great day, guys. Take care.